AESPA.
Your fandom and the people who make up the community that you call my.
Yeah.
What does my mean?
Yeah, my means friend, and what we think of our my's as is like our closest friend. And that's kind of like the meaning of our fandom.
It is a beautiful relationship that you guys have. It's really special.
Yeah.
The room, the YouTube theater was electric.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Because you guys debuted during a pandemic, which is super rare, obviously, because, pandemics don't really come around much. What is that like?
Debuting in the pandemic was obviously a lot different from what we imagined like a normal debut would be. So when we would stand on stage, there would be no audience. It would just be the cameras, and that went on for basically almost a whole year and a half-ish. There were very small times where we had a small audience, but it was never a full packed audience that we got to experience until really recently. Coachella was our very first time where we had people watching us.
It's a huge stage.
Yeah, it's a huge stage for a first time with people watching. So that was kind of the very big moment for us. And then the YouTube theater was our very first time with only our mics, a concert kind of vibe. So it's still new to us, and it's a very fun time each time, and we can feel ourselves kind of improving as we keep doing it.
There has to be nerves, right? Because doing a show in front of people compared to cameras, couldn't it be a more different experience? But then also getting up on stage at Coachella, which is iconic in its own way. Nerves, scared, or release? How do you feel?
코첼라에서는 일단 긴장보다는 되게 기대를 많이 했던 것 같아요. 뭔가 사람들이 저희를 알까? 저희 노래 알까? 싶었는데 막상 올라갔는데 되게 많은 사람들 저희 노래 아는 거 너무 신기했어요. 그래서 거기서는 약간 되게 좋은 에너지들 많이 받았던 것 같아요.
What is it like when you look out at a crowd for the first time, or you look out when you're performing and you don't see cameras? You see actually human beings looking back at you.
So much more different from just the cameras. It actually, when people talk about how we give energy and how we get energy from the audience, I think we really understood what that meant. It's so different where it's in front of a camera, I have almost 100% control over my facial expressions. For example, I'm gonna do this at this part, and I'm gonna look at that place at this part, and we have all that planned, and it's comes with practice. But then when there's an audience in front of us, the smiles or even just in the moment, what we do in the moment, that can't be planned. So it's just whatever we feel with our audience during that moment is what happens in our performance. So I think that's what makes each stage very special for us.
See energy in the mood of the moment.
Yeah.
And you can't duplicate that.
Yeah, you can.
Was your debut everything you dreamed it would be? Because I want to know your stories, but I'm assuming you dreamed of that moment for a long time.
솔직히 마냥 행복하지만은 않았던 것 같아요. 왜냐면 아니 물론 데뷔를 해서 행복한데, 왜냐면 저희는 팬데믹 상황에서 데뷔를 했고, 그래서 저희는 데뷔하자마자 팬들을 만날 줄 알았는데 저희가 만난 거는 카메라들 뿐이었고, 그리고 이제 저희가 듣게 되는 반응은 되게 좋은 반응도 많았지만 저희 회사에서 오랜만에 나온 것만큼 되게 부정적인 반응들도 많았었거든요. 그래서 되게 저희 다 마음고생이 엄청 심했었고, 근데 지금은 물론 저희 팬분들도 많이 생기고 관심도 많이 받고 많이 사랑을 받지만 데뷔 때는 되게 많이 힘들었던 것 같아요.
And by the way, not everything is all happies, and not everything is sunshine and happiness and butterflies and kitty cats and and but at the end of the day, you still debut and you end up making history. So what does that feel like? Is it relieving? Do you prove anything to yourself?
우선 뭔가 데뷔 때 그렇게 마음고생 아닌 마음고생을 하고, 근데 물론 저희는 행복한 게 컸죠. 행복하게 컸는데 그렇게 대중분들이 많이 좋아해 주시고 저희도 저희에 대한 믿음이 부족했었던 것 같았는데 이렇게 많이 사랑해 주셔서 저희도 더 책임감도 생기고 더 좋은 모습을 보여드려야겠다 싶어서 저희끼리 더 cheerup하고 더 뭔가 멤버들끼리 더 탄탄해진 것 같아요. 같아요. 그리고 지금 너무 사랑해 주시는 것도 너무 벅차고 지금도 너무 감사드리고 그래서 앞으로도 뭔가 초심을 잃지 않는 그룹이 될 수 있을 것 같아요.
What was your first impression of one another when you first met at the very beginning?
첫인상.
일단 제가 가장 처음에 본 건 이제 카리나 언니였는데 카리나 언니를 처음 봤을 때 약간 차가운 인상이 가장 기억에 남았던 것 같고 린니는 되게 밝고 뭔가 인사도 잘 받아주고 그랬던 친구였던 것 같고 지젤 언니는 아마 가장 마지막에 제가 봤던 멤버인데 되게 수줍음이 많고 되게 샤이한 느낌이 강해서